And we're back here on Coventry United TV with live and exclusive commentary of the Coventry derby at Sphinx Drive. The score currently Coventry Sphinx 2, Coventry United 1, 2 goals from Chris Sterling, giving the Sphinx the lead, including a goal within 60 seconds of the start and a penalty to boot. With a deflected strike from the new boy, Shaq McDonald, giving the red and green some hope, and United certainly finished the first half the stronger of the two sides. But now it is time to get stuck in and grind out a result. That's been United's problem recently. They've had chances to put games to bed. They haven't taken those chances. They've been pounced upon in added time, I should say. But United, firstly, have got to get into a winning position, and now, if they get into it, they've got to hold on to it. United haven't been comfortable in doing that, but we're underway at Sphinx Drive for the second half. Coventry Sphinx 2, Coventry United 1, and immediately Shaquille McDonald wins the ball back from Stringfellow on the right hand side of the penalty area, gets the cross in, who's in there, reads the far post, started up rather than out by Lower, and avoided clearance by Towers. Immediately, Coventry United have Sphinx on the ropes. Barnett to Gip Musa. Space on the right for Tommy Glasgow. Rankin's available in front of him. He plays it back to Musa. He's got a man straight behind him. That's Ryan Harkin closing him down. Rankin forced to the ground by Faulkner. Free kick. There will be a throw-in to Coventry United. The Red and Greens have had a promising start to the second half. They've started the second period as they ended the first, and that is on top. We've not even had a minute of the second half yet, and already United look confident. They look composed, and they look ready to strike Sphinx right where it hurts. Lewis Rankin setting one up from the left, from the right side of the penalty area. A two-man wall awaiting Lewis Rankin. We've seen him do special things with that ball this season. It goes in towards McDonald. I don't think the goalkeeper knew much about it. McDonald put it straight into the back of the Coventry Sphinx goalkeeper, Jake Allingham. It fell kindly from McDonald. A great free kick from Rankin, but McDonald couldn't divert it either side of Allingham. Brennan across to Ben Valence. United have Sphinx right where they want them now. Valence across to Glasgow. He's got Rankin up line on the right flank into the centre now with Aaron Wint in the penalty area. Tries to sidestep his way past Guest. Rankin again. Deflected shot. And Faulkner finishes the job and sends Ryan Harkin on his way. It's a great pass for Harkin. Harkin striding forward. But a shirt pulling now and Gift Musa by Harkin. But the referee says no fight's gone back to Scott Dunn in goal. Coventry United, he absolutely blasts that ball, levers it away. Barnett beaten in the air by Towers, and Musa gets the ball stuck between his feet. Sterling asking for a free kick. It was barged to the ground. Referee says no, and a poor pass from Glasgow enables the number 8 Charlie Faulkner onto the ball. Glasgow sighting, takes it away, but it is at the expense of a throw for Coventry Sphinx. I tell you what, hold on to your hats everybody, this is going to be a cracker of a second half. Which is more than can be said at Brunton Park. It's still Carlisle 0, Coventry City 0 in League 2. The cross flashes across the face of goal, and we've picked up by Ben Valence. And in fact, it's gone out of play for a goal kick. So we've had about 3 minutes of the final 45. United currently in 9th place in the MFL Premier Division. Sphinx in 5th after a sizable unbeaten run. On paper, Sphinx were the favourites going into this match, despite United probably having the better squad, but they haven't been using that squad to full effect recently. United were the favourites for the title this season. They have not been title contenders for the last 3 months, let's just say. Lower slips as he brings the ball under control. A great tackle by Chris Cox. Just a reminder for anyone who is rejoining us here on Coventry United TV live on YouTube with exclusive commentary of Sphinx versus United. United manager Terry Anderson sent to the stands for what we believe is dissent directed towards the referee. That's unconfirmed. We'll try and get a confirmed explanation for you later in the game. Harkin tackled well by Brennan, but it's picked up by Faulkner on the left flank. Tries to cut in. Harkin turns, and a brilliant parry by Dutton, the first time that he's been called into action today. Well, he hasn't been picking the ball out of his net. Well, we've certainly seen some special things from his replacement at Coventry Sphinx, the young shot stopper Jake Allingen. But Dutton proving that he's not lost a touch. Corner put in and parried over his net by Dutton again. It was curling under the crossbar. And after that early spell of pressure, United looking a little bit raggy here. Where it's going to be Faulkner again. With this corner kick from the left flank. One man back for Sphinx, one man forward for United. It's gone wide at the far post. Michael Quirk trying to get his head and neck out of reach for the former Sky Blues goalkeeper. I believe it is the Michael Quirk that used to play for Coventry City as a goalkeeper. He's actually transitioned into a centre-back during his time with Bedworth United. And has now come down to Coventry Sphinx and is a prominent starter for the home side. So 5 minutes gone in the second half at Sphinx Drive. Coventry Sphinx 2, Coventry United 1, the current score. United were a brilliant start to the second period. Until then, with that outstanding reflex save from Scott Dutton denying Sphinx the chance to extend their advantage and put the game beyond Coventry United. It's down to earth by Chris Cox. Handball claims from Coventry Sphinx. Cox slides in, keeps it away from Sterling, and again to keep it away from Towers. Incredible defensive duties there from Chris Cox, and again he takes it away from Towers. This time Towers is able to muscle the ball away from the United skipper. Finds Faulkner on the left flank, taking on Tommy Glasgow. Real chance for a third goal for Coventry Sphinx. Faulkner across to the far post, a slide right. Vance taken away from Donaldson. Musa, poor first touch. Faulkner slides in, wings it back. Towers with an ambitious but rubbish, as Top Gear would say. Strike high and wide. It was abuse towards the official, I believe, from Terry Anderson that he was sent off. Thank you for the assistant for giving us that information. So found abusive language from Terry Anderson. The reason that he has been sent to, well, I'll say sent to the stands. He's 5 yards next to his dugout, so he's only moved a couple of yards to his left, but he's not going to be right on the touchline as he was. But has been confirmed by the assistant referee that Terry Anderson has been sent off for foul and abusive language. Some referees let that lie, some don't. This referee has decided that he's not going to let that one lie. Someone else that he's not going to let lie. Is that foul from who's? Oh, Witt's been booked. Well, it's a foul for Coventry United, as Gib Musa was forced out, but Aaron Witt's been given a yellow card. But what I believe is dissent. The referee not happy with any sort of verbal confrontation from the Coventry United players. Big Bren, Dan Brennan. Some people say was unfairly called upon for the penalty as he brought down Ryan Harkin earlier in the match. It's a free kick. Barnett leads for it, nods it on, only as far as the Sphinx man. It's up and out by Guest. Down the road by Tommy Glasgow. Barnett still in an attacking position for Coventry United. Reed sends it towards the net, and that's a rather easy gather for Allingen. Or is it damage and limitation for Coventry Sphinx, who they just want to consolidate this 2-1 lead? They don't need to go for a third goal, they don't want to, but it is certainly advisable with the red and greens of Coventry United starting to come into this match, and that's not the best of kicks by Allingen, but it is picked up by Lowe. Takes it around Wint. Lower across the field and finds Stringfellow. Guest levers that ball away, straight to the chest of Dan Brennan for Coventry United. Here's Craig Reed, caught from behind by Jamie Towers. Across the right side with Rankin. Now Tommy Glasgow, who has been brought in as a late replacement for Brad Jones today. Wint being held. There's pass blocked by Faulkner. And now play just next to the CUTV camera for a throw-in to the red and greens, taken by Tommy Glasgow. Reed's there. Brennan. Cross to Kyle Barnett. United closed down by Ryan Harkin. And it switched to Ben Valance, who has found himself right back in the thick of it for Coventry United over the festive period. As a poor pass though, and Sterling sends Harkin on his way on the right hand side. Faulkner at the far post, Sterling in there too. Forces Valance to the ground. Harkin in and cleared at the near post by Kyle Barnett, hooked out for a corner. Nervous time of the Coventry, and a goal from Brunson Park Carlisle United 0, Coventry City 1. Mark McNulty with a goal in the 50th minute for the Sky Blues. Carlisle 0, Coventry City 1 at Brunton Park in League 2. Here at Sphinx Drive, there remains at Coventry Sphinx 2, Coventry United 1 as we enter the 55th minute. And we'll enter that 55th minute with a corner kick for Coventry Sphinx on the right flank. Sends it in, it's towards Quirk at the far post, and there it is for Sphinx! Michael Quirk's looping header evades the Coventry United defenders on the line. The goalkeeper turned defender, the former Sky Blues man, Michael Quirk, has surely put this game to bed now, and Coventry Sphinx restore their 2-goal advantage. A towering header from Quirk, nothing the back line could do about it for the Red and Greens. And Coventry United are right back to where they started. It's Sphinx 3, Coventry United 1 in the Coventry derby. Well, at the start of the second half, if you told me one team was going to score, I wouldn't have thought it was going to be Sphinx in all honesty. Now Lewis Rankin looking to put that rather surging run down the right hand side. What a run from Rankin! Eventually taken out by Faulkner. That's a definite free kick to Coventry United. A rather cynical foul by Faulkner, and Faulkner is having to go at the assistant on this near side. There's no point having to go to the assistant about it. It's a free kick. The speed of Rankin was incredible, and now Rankin is actually being told to leave it by Craig Reed as Faulkner was putting his case to the referee a little bit too forcefully for Rankin's liking. But with Wynn getting the yellow card earlier in the match for dissent, I'm surprised that Faulkner hasn't been booked for the same thing. How United could do with a goal to get back in this. 3-1 down, Lewis Rankin winning the free kick. Yard or two away from the touchline. Low cross, win, as the reader should say, and he can't do anything with that free kick. Musa stabbed it towards the left flank. I think just wanted to stop the Sphinx counter, but has in fact found Dan Brennan, who finds Musa. Switch to the right hand side with Tommy Glasgow. Can United open up Sphinx? Well, no, they can't. A good slide by the Sphinx number 8, Charlie Faulkner, to deny Rankin a crossing opportunity. It will be Tommy Glasgow to take this. Wint, chest control, away from the penalty area. Half volleyed pass to Reed, back to Wint. Held off by Stringfellow. Glasgow, down line to Reed. Tries to find Ben Barnes, a dangerous pass by Reed, especially with Harkin lurking in the vicinity. But he has found the intended target now. Brennan strides forward to Lewis Rankin. Dodges the challenge from Liam Cairns. McDonald taken out. Referee says no foul. Now Sphinx start the counter with Lola. Dives away from the challenge of Gift Musa. Now to the right flank with Ryan Harkin. And the low ball into the penalty area. Easy gather for the former Sphinx man, Scott Dutton. But now it's United on the front foot once again. Craig Reed playing a midfield role at the moment. Onto the right flank with Glasgow. Now into Sphinx territory with Craig Reed. Slips on the torn up turf at Sphinx Drive. So not the best of playing conditions for either side, but both sides have got to get used to it. Glasgow with a hesitant pass there. Eventually finds Wint. Bounces off Wint's foot to Cox. Glasgow again. Puts his laces through that one. Controlled by Lewis Rankin. And it's going to be a throw-in for Coventry United. It's going to be. Rankin wanted a free kick, but referee not going to oblige. Throw-in towards Wint, accepted by Stringfellow, but that's a rather poor pass towards Harkin from the Sphinx left back. Brennan to Musa. Sphinx pushing everyone back, trying to just keep this lead. They don't need to go for a fourth goal. They look like they've got this game in hand, and Rankin's rather skewed cross out of play at that near post. And there's going to be a change now for Coventry Sphinx. So Aaron Donaldson replaced by Daniel Bowes in the first change of the match, and there is going to be a change for Coventry United 2. Aaron Opoku getting ready, I believe. That change is going to have to wait. But the change, first change confirmed for Coventry Sphinx, replaced Aaron Donaldson. Daniel Bowes comes on with the Red and Greens ready to make a change of their own. Is it too little too late though for the Red and Greens? Well, half an hour to play. It's Sphinx 3, Coventry United 1. Cox snaps it forward straight onto the boot of Quirk, and a former goalkeeper. He's got some power behind that right boot. Harkin strides towards the net. It's a surging run. Ryan Harkin blocked. It's still alive, and it's gone out for a goal kick. It has. So Harkin with the second bite of the cherry, putting it wide. Well, after the initial 5 minutes or so in the first half, sorry, second half I should say, Coventry United have taken a back seat at Sphinx Drive. Faulkner puts Harkin through. Dutton comes out and will gather that one in his penalty area. But there is some good news for followers of local sport if you're on the red side. Coventry City are leading Carlisle United by 1-0. So it's Carlisle 0, Coventry City 1 in the EFL League 2. Mark McNulty with the goal. I believe that's his 6th goal in 7 matches. As Sterling forces Gift Musa down from behind, halfway into Sphinx territory. Barnett. Across to Brennan. Barnett again. Former Coventry City youngster, striding forward on a Richard Keogh-esque run from the back. Valence to Barnett. Musa, Glasgow calling for it on the right flank. And Musa will try and find him, but it's straight to the head of Charlie Faulkner. Not the best pass at all, but Brennan sneaks in the back door to take it away from Ryan Harkin. Here's Rankin. Towards that far post. Who's there? Chris Cox is there. Leaps forward, beaten in the air by Sterling. And cleared well by Lower. Musa jumps forward and wins it back. Chest control, push from behind by Lower. Free kick Coventry United. Lower furious, and Chris Cox pushes Lower away as he was standing over Gift Musa. And there is indeed going to be a change for Coventry United. That's the number 12 on the substitutes board. I can tell you that's Bobby Mosley. Didn't look like Mosley was getting ready, however it's just the fact they haven't got the numbers ready yet. It certainly looks like Aaron Opoku's getting ready, but the number 12 is Bobby Mosley. We'll wait and see when that substitution is confirmed. Craig Reed trying to get United back in this one. It's Reed's free kick, and that is a comfortable gather for the Sphinx shot stopper Jake Allingham. He certainly kept Sphinx in with a chance of the 3 points. The busy of the 2 goalkeepers. Goal kick onto the head of Brennan. Bounces towards Aaron Wynn. United really do need to change things up. They're going to have a chance at taking some points from Sphinx Drive. Cox races down the left flank trying to take it away from Quirk. He's charged the clearance down. It's McDonald towards Lewis Rankin. Gets the shot away. Nestled into the bottom corner. And United try and get the ball back, and they have done now. A composed low strike by Lewis Rankin. Game on at Sphinx Drive. A never say die attitude from Coventry United. And the man who's proved to be the difference on so many occasions for the Red and Greens this campaign is at it again to give Terry Anson's side a route back into this fixture. It's Sphinx 3, United 2. And there is a change for Coventry United. It is indeed Bobby Mosley getting ready, and Aaron Opoku 2 is going to come on a little bit later. So the change has been made for Coventry United. Bobby Mosley on for Tommy Glasgow. Glasgow was at right back after coming in as a late replacement for Brad Jones. So Ben Valance has swapped wings and will play on the right flank now with Mosley on the left, the former Stoke City youngster. But United now within a goal of their former landlords. Here's Here's Daniel Bowes down the right flank, covered up by Bobby Mosley. Free kick, Coventry Sphinx. While Sphinx sitting back and inviting some pressure from Coventry United for around 10 minutes or so after getting that third goal. That hasn't worked. United have got one back. Now Sphinx know they've got to go out and get a fourth in order to feel safe again, because a one-goal lead against United is never enough.
Come on, play on the keeper.
A real opportunity for Sphinx to restore the two-goal lead for a second time. Faulkner whips it in. Who's in there? It's nice towards the net, and there it is for Sphinx again! Immediately, Coventry Sphinx have got the equaliser. I think it's Jamie Towers. It's difficult to tell, but I believe it's Jamie Towers who scored. It is indeed Jamie Towers. It has been confirmed. A towering header from Towers. And the Coventry United players arguing amongst themselves. So the United players saying that it's embarrassing. They're 4-2 down against a side in form. It's not quite embarrassing, but it is disappointing for the Red and Greens. 4 goals conceded. It's not something that we expect from a side like Coventry United, who many people thought the start of the season were the favourites for the title. But with 25 minutes remaining, Sphinx extend their advantage to 2 goals once again. And Towers takes out Craig Reed, free kick, Coventry United. Well, things are starting to fall apart as Sphinx drive. United really have had opportunities to get back in this game. Every single time they get within touching distance of Sphinx, Sphinx are able to nudge themselves further away. Well, Towers not happy with the decision. But United, with 25 minutes left, need to find 2 goals to draw level. And it's not going to be an easy feat against a Sphinx side who are certainly one of the form teams in the league. Free kick towards Chris Cox. Outside the area with Lewis. Rankin, I think he's hurt himself there. It's a low drive by Musa, easily gathered between the 6 for Sphinx. Chris Cox turning his side to keep going. This game isn't over just yet. Harkin nods it over towards Bowes, and it's intercepted by Bobby Mosley. Wint holds up play well, allowing United to push forward and get some options in the right areas. Wint twisting and turning away from his former teammates. Musa, and he's taken out from behind by Faulkner. That's got to be a yellow card now. Faulkner trying to walk away from the referee. And we are going to see another change of Coventry with Aaron Opoku coming on very shortly. But for now, the punishment to Charlie Faulkner is a yellow card. And there it is. To be fair, he could have got that card a lot sooner. The referee's given him the benefit of the doubt on a couple of occasions, not this time. Craig Reed sent his free kick in for the left wing halfway into Sphinx territory. United need a minor miracle to get something out of this game, and that is not what's needed. Straight into the hands of the Sphinx goalkeeper, Jake Anningen. United look resigned to defeat at the moment. Score update from Brunson Park, it remains at Carlisle 0, Coventry City 1 in the EFL League 2. At Sphinx Drive, it's Coventry Sphinx 4, Coventry United 2. Well, a run this is from Ben Valence, through ball looking for Aaron Wint, and it's picked up by Quirk. And the clearance by Stringfellow, kept in by Brennan. Great work from Big Bren. Barnett's across to Bobby Mosley at left back, back to Kyle Barnett. Going to try to get out of their own backyard here. Brennan, forward for Ben Valens, just gets there before Faulkner. Faulkner's going to be careful, he's already on the yellow card, of course. Reed dodges the challenge from Bowes. Across to the left flank with Bobby Mosley. Cross in towards McDonald. McDonald taken out! And a goal back for United! McDonald again! A real scramble in the penalty area! And McDonald again gives Coventry United a route back into this game. What a fixture, I tell you what, we hype this game up, we're saying it's one of the matches that we can't wait to see. This is why, for moments like this, the sheer determination of both sides to win this match, for the local pride, for the bragging rights, and of course for the 3 points. It's 4-3, United refusing to lie down for their city rivals, their old landlords. It's 4-3. It's a double on his debut for Shaq McDonald. United have now made a change with Aaron Opoku coming on. I'm not sure who's come off. I think it's Aaron Wint actually. So Aaron Wint's been taken off for Aaron Opoku. So with 20 minutes left, United are slap bang back in this match. Faulkner gets his body in the way of Lewis Rankin, and that ball's out play for a throw for Coventry Sphinx. I tell you what, you are not going to want to miss the highlights of this match. Exclusive highlights from Coventry United TV will be online this evening. YouTube.com/Coventry United TV for all the action from today's game. They'll be online about 8 o'clock this evening. There's one with guest Stringfellow, launches it down the left hand side. Harkin will give chase. Takes on Barnett, and Barnett gets the better of Harkin, sends it straight back to where it came from. Lewis Rankin keeps it away from Stringfellow. Musa stabs it forward, Reed not there, and it's launched clear by Cairns. Not the best of clearances by Barnett. It's Faulkner, shrugged to the ground by Gibb Musa. A bit of arm pulling there from Musa as well. Faulkner's not happy. The referee telling Faulkner to keep it buttoned. Faulkner really is faulted by the referee a couple of times today. It is in fact Faulkner who's got the free kick. Despite his appeals, Musa's not going to get booked. But this free kick could be all the punishment that United can get, as Ryan Harkin has placed the ball. Sterling standing over it as well. A very muddy Sterling. Well, Sterling has left it, and Ryan Harkin preparing himself for a chance to restore that 2-goal lead again and put Sphinx just a little further out of reach of Coventry United. He's just an inch of doing it. Look for all the world as if it was destined for that bottom corner, but it's just bounced on the wrong side of the post for Ryan Harkin. This is going to be one of the games of the season. Faulkner wins it in the air for Sphinx. It's got it across the right flank by Ben Valens. Rankin shrugged off the ball by Stringfellow, and a throw-in for Coventry Sphinx as we head towards the final 15 minutes. United preparing one more change, and it's the new boy, Adam Shaw. The 21-year-old from Rugby Borough, a free kick given against Coventry United on the left flank, around 10 yards outside the penalty area. Well, Sphinx can try and put this game out of reach before Shaw's arrival. But Sphinx have got to be careful of this young lad. The one person United have got to be careful of is Faulkner. Faulkner's created a lot of issues for Coventry United today, and he looks to rub salt into the wounds and make the 3-point save. Faulkner's delivery, punch clear by Dutton, into a dangerous position for Bowes, and handball against the substitute. And Coventry United can breathe easy for the moment. with just over 15 minutes to go at Sphinx Drive. Oh, this is going to be a brilliant finale. I can just feel it. You just get that feeling every now and again at certain matches where something special is going to happen. This is one of those games. It is still Sphinx 4, Coventry United 3, and you just get that tingling sensation that tells you something is going to happen. Here's McDonald. Tries to bring it down for Owen Opoku. Opoku slips. It's sent forward by Jamie Towers. Picked up by Barnett, all the way back to Dutton, under pressure from Bowes, and a hasty clearance, a scuffed clearance. Harkin with a chance to strike one, and Valence able to pick up the pieces and clear his lines for the moment. Rankin takes on Stringfellow. Striding forward, Lewis Rankin has clipped up the heel of Liam Kerr. Somehow is able to stand on his feet and keep the ball. Reed across to Aaron Opoku. Will he hit one into the area from McDonald? Offside against the Coventry United debutant. Play continues. Well, the referee allowing play on, and the assistant, well, now he's seen it. About 5 seconds later, the Coventry Sphinx players screaming at the referee, it's offside, it's offside. The lads on this near side flagging, telling him it's offside. And a surprise change for Coventry United. The captain, Chris Cox, is taken off. Well, the skipper is going to make way for a man with a very bright future. Adam Shaw making his Coventry United debut a week after signing from Rugby Borough. The young lad has a goal average of over 2.5 goals a game at his previous club. Although it is a few divisions below where we are at now, but this could be Adam Shaw's time to shine. Bowes clearance. Tries to find Fortin on the left flank, but it's picked up by Lewis Rankin. Rankin sends Aaron Opoku on his way. Out comes the goalkeeper. He's blasted it clear. Opoku straight into the Coventry Sphinx goalkeeper. It's on the play for a throw just in front of us, taken quickly by Barnett. Now Lewis Rankin bites with him as it's moves from the left. There's Barnett again. Shields the ball from Faulkner. Rankin. Lofted pass towards Opoku. Shirt pulling there, possibly from Guest. Referee says no. Collision between Cairns and Musa. No foul given, and Sterling eventually loses out to Barnett. Now it's Ben Valence racing forward for Coventry United. Space on the left flank for Bobby Mosley. Here is Mosley. Challenged well by Bowes. And Mosley going in low on Sterling. Referee says no foul again. And Bowes puts down a play on that far side for a United throw. Well, we've got goosebumps. Moose's delivery, a rather poor one. Faulkner should pick it up. Shaw racing in behind the Sphinx man and halts the run of Faulkner. Down like a Stringfellow. Slips as he makes the clearance, but he gets the ball away from now. That's the most important thing for Sphinx. Barnett, under pressure from Harkin, hooks it clear. Faulkner's there to get onto it again. Sloppy play from United. Faulkner, and there's space, acres of space for Ryan Harkin to put this game to bed, and he's wasted it. He's curled it wide at the far post. Well, Harkin's been particularly wasteful in this second half. The game could have been put to bed a long time ago if Harkin had taken his chances. So United have made all of their changes. Opoku, Mosley and Shaw all brought on. Sterling barged to the ground by Musa. Valence slides in on Bowes and retains the ball for Coventry United. Opoku beaten in the air by Quirk, the former Coventry City goalkeeper. And the lofted through ball for Ryan Harkin to give chase. Out of play for a Coventry United goal kick. Dutton gets himself a new ball. It looks like United have switched to 3 at the back with Barnett, Brennan and Valence playing in defence, with Mosley and Rankin Seaman playing as wing-backs. That's a great ball, looking for Shaw, and a crucial touch by Guest to stop it getting to Shaw. Valence. Across the field to Craig Reed. Rankin's free on the right hand side. He's just about found Lewis Rankin. He's got Shaw with him behind Rankin. Faulkner gets stuck in, wins it back. What can he do with it now? Here's Cairns. Fired away by Stringfellow. It's going to go all the way towards Dutton's goal line, and that should go out of play with it. Yes, it will. It's going out of play for a goal kick to Coventry United. Right, 10 minutes to go. We'll be naming our CUTV man of the match the next time the ball goes out of play. Let us know on Twitter at Coventry United TV who you think it should be. Latest score from Brunton Park in EFL League 2. Carlisle 0, Coventry City 1 is the score, with Mal McNulty's 50th minute goal, all that separates the two sides. Dutton fires that one away. Good defensive work by Brennan to get his body in front of Ryan Harkin. Musa, a one-man mission, racing down that right-hand side, tries to cut it in for Owen Opoku. Cairns gets there first and finds Faulkner. Faulkner, lofted pass looking for Harkin, and that will go towards Dutton again. It's kept in and it will be distributed to Dan Brennan. Plenty of space for Barnett to go on one of those surging runs. Sterling covers him off, but he's found Barnett via Craig Reed. Barnett continuing his run, chips it forward for Opoku, down to it by Stringfellow. Adam Shaw, the interception. It's Adam Shaw taken out by Stringfellow, and a yellow card could be on the way. Certainly a free kick on the way for Coventry United. No free kick necessary. Sorry, no yellow card necessary, I should say. Well, CUTV man of the match is Coventry Sphinx's number 8, Charlie Faulkner. Lewis Rankin's already got one goal for Coventry United today. How the Red and Greens would love for him to get a second. It goes all round. It's a point to clear at the far post. The danger not quite over yet. Musa. Valance sends it straight back into danger, but brought down the word by Faulkner. Runs over the ball. Rankin catches him up. Sends it forward offside against Harkin. Eight minutes of normal time to go here on CUTV. Live coverage of Coventry Sphinx versus Coventry United. Score currently 4-3 to Sphinx. I'm sure we have quite the finale lined up at Sphinx Drive with less than 10 minutes to go. Rather than out by Guest, it's coming to Brennan, and that is a... well, I think that's a shot gone wrong from Brennan. It will be a throw to Coventry Sphinx. It's gone out of play halfway into Sphinx territory on the left-hand side. That's got to be one of the worst shots I've ever seen. Scott Lower, the Sphinx captain, will take it. Followed forward by Ben Vance of Coventry United. Craig Reed. Opoku. Great ball. Space on the right flank for Lewis Rankin. Opoku still going. It's still Opoku. He's got Rankin with him. Oh, he's passed it to Rankin, but Rankin stumbled. And it's gone out of play for a goal kick. Was that the moment for the Red and Greens? Well, join us on Saturday. It's the 6th of January, it's the first Saturday of January 2018. I'll tell you what, on that end of this game, I can't even think of what's happening next week, but the next time we'll be on air next Saturday, live from 2:45 PM against Shawbury United away. And of course, you can get video highlights of this match from CUTV this evening. You're going to want to see this, folks. It's a cracker. McDonald nods it on towards Shaw. Quirk beats him in the air. Cairns finds Hill to get there first. United appealing for a foul, won't get one. Mosley's cross charge down, it's come back to Mosley. Valance. Lofted cross towards Opoku, and out comes the goalkeeper again. My oh my! Jack Allingham, despite conceding 3 goals, has looked virtually unstoppable today. Brennan gets the loose ball ahead of Harkin after the attempted through ball by Sterling. Now Ben Valence, 5 minutes to go. It's squeaky bum time, as Fergie would say. Kyle Barnett. Now Poku pushing the back by Guest. Kept in by Poku. It's actually gone out of play for a thrown to Sphinx. Looks like it was kept in, didn't it? The referee's going to have a word with, I think that's Bowes, the Sphinx substitute. So Daniel Bowes is certainly not on Santa's nice list. And there will indeed be a yellow card for the Sphinx substitute Daniel Bowes for a bit of mouthing off, I think. It's our CUTV player of the match. Charlie Faulkner will take this throw in for Coventry Sphinx with just 4 minutes to go. And there could be a bit of added time to come our way as well. Win, lose or draw for Coventry United. It's been a brilliant match. And in fact, it's going to be taken by Aaron Stringfellow. Thrown up line. Towers misses the header. Here's Faulkner, dodges the side. Challenger Barnett. Harkins offside. Now United have got to quickly get that ball and get going again. We've got 4 minutes of play remaining as far as my watch is concerned. Here's Ben Valence striding through the heart of the pitch. It's a brilliant run from Valence. He's saying, where are my options? He sends it down the right flank for Lewis Rankin. He's kept it in. A Stringfellow lobs Rankin and has given it to Faulkner, who will get some distance between himself and the Sphinx goal. Challenge by Poku and a throw-in for Sphinx. This is perfect scenario for Coventry Sphinx. They're in the right area of the pitch. The seconds are ticking away for Coventry United. They couldn't script this better if they tried. So Stringfellow to take it. Right to Faulkner. Trying to keep it on that touchline. Takes it past Rankin, takes it past Barnett as well. Brilliant run by Faulkner, taken out. And a free kick for diving, and Faulkner's off. Faulkner is off. It's a yellow card for diving for our man of the match, Charlie Faulkner. Well, that's a first on CUTV. The man of the match getting sent off. He went to ground under the challenger. I believe it was Kyle Barnett who did leave a leg trailing, but it is indeed a red card for Faulkner, and Faulkner is walking straight through the centre of the pitch. He's not coming to the touchline. Oh, I do hope the referee's going to add some added time on for this, because this is it's certainly not right. And there is going to be a change for Coventry Sphinx in reaction to that substitution. Chris Sterling coming off, and Reece Dean is going to replace him. I can only assume this is a defensive change. Faulkner getting a little bit of abuse from the Coventry United faithful on his way up, but Faulkner walking straight through the centre of the pitch. I mean, he could have just gone to the touchline rather than making us wait all this time. It's time wasting 101, but I can only hope the referee's going to add some time on for this. We've had about a minute wasted. So Sphinx down to 10 men for the last minute or so of normal time, plus stoppages. Musa down the work by Towers. And a free kick to the Red and Greens halfway into enemy lines. It's probably going to be a bit too far out to have a go. And Craig Reed's lining this one up. Lewis Rankin, the usual set piece taker. But Reed does like to have a crack himself every now and again. It looks like it's going to be a chip delivery towards the left-hand side of the penalty area. Who's in there? Scott Lowe, that's who's in there, knocks it clear. but Mosley straight to the head of lower. Reed, space to the right flank for Lewis. Rankin sets himself up. It's Rankin! Doesn't dip enough. Well, normal time is about to end. We've got about 20 seconds of normal time to go. And after the time wasting from Charlie Faulkner, I dare say it's going to be a minimum of 3 minutes. So the Sphinx goalkeeper Jake Allingham, who's had a fantastic game today, launches that one clear towards Ryan Harkin. It's come off Harkin's head. Barnett forces him off the ball. Throw in Coventry United. I've never seen Barnett move so quick. What are you saying? Bolt trying to get to that loose ball. Now Ben Valance looking for some options. Across the back line to Gift Musa. Musa striding down the left flank. Still going Musa, still going. Harkin for company. Down the left flank for Mosley, and that ball is not coming back. Laura thumping that one out of play with authority. And a new ball's going to be needed. Now it's going to be needed quick. We have got the ball back. Coventry City still leading 1-0 at Carlisle. But at Sphinx Drive, it's still 4-3. A monumental match for the neutral. But United still trying to get something out of this. And a foul given against the Red and Greens. Aaron Opoku forcing Michael Quirk down. Well, we've had just coming up to a minute and a half of added time and another Sphinx change is about to take place. And the referee is going to, well, he's checked his watch. I don't know whether he's going to add on time for this, but the Sphinx soldier doesn't even look ready. So Harkin's coming off and Nathan McGarity coming on. But he wasn't even ready when they asked for that change. But nevertheless, we are going to get ourselves underway with a free kick once the change has fully taken place. Right, we're going to get our way underway now with McGarity on for Harkin. We've had 2 minutes of added time, including the substitution. I don't know whether there's going to be more added on for that. But United may have one more chance before the final whistle. Valance plays it back to Scott Dutton. It's not been the happiest of returns for Dutton at Sphinx Drive. United won both meetings with Sphinx last season with Dutton in goal. Kept in by Rankin. The wind's certainly playing against United there. Barnett. Opoku nods it on. United playing against the wind, certainly not helping them. Sphinx trying to get it away, but they can't clear their lines. But it's put through. McGarrity's onside. Chased all the way by Valance. Valance gets there first and gives it back to Dutton. Dutton's clearance. Down to earth by Barnett. He's got pressure from behind. He's taken out from behind by Liam Cairns. But he'll continue with Aaron Opoku. Opoku racing down the right flank. Dean tries to hold him up. Opoku sends it out of play for a goal kick. What a big win this would be for Coventry Sphinx, not just because of the 3 points, for a win over their rivals. And a few of the fans asking for the final whistle. We're not too far away from it. Allingham taking his time with the goal kick, which he's perfectly entitled to do. Punts it clear onto the head of the substitute Dean. But it's not back into United territory. Coventry Sphinx seal their first ever victory over Coventry United. The Red and Green sealed a double over their former landlords last season. But the informed Sphinx continue their impressive form with a 4-3 win. I'll tell you what, you're going to want to see the highlight of this one, folks. a remarkable game for any football fan to watch. Coventry has been treated to an emphatic 90 minutes of football, but it is the blue side of Coventry who come out with the 3 points. The final score at Sphinx Drive, Coventry Sphinx 4, Coventry United 3. And that will do us here on Coventry United TV. Don't forget you can get exclusive video highlights of this match from around 8 PM this evening on YouTube. YouTube.com/Coventry United TV is the place you need to go. And of course, don't forget to hit the subscribe button to make sure you get updates of our videos, and you'll get exclusive footage of all Coventry United and Coventry United ladies matches this season. Well, all that's left for me to say is Happy New Year. Yeah, everyone, we'll see you in 2018. Congratulations to Coventry Sphinx. And from me, Liam Cook, it's goodbye and thank you for listening to today's coverage.